Welcome, everyone. Dr. Anthony Criniti IV here, also known as Dr. Finance. You're on the Dr. Finance Live podcast. This is an incredible interview. It's a special Mastermind Retreat edition. We got Deborah Milotte here. Deborah is one of our attendees and also a faithful leader of our community on Clubhouse. So welcome, Deborah. How are you?
Hello, Dr. Finance. I am doing extremely well. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you for having me here.
Deborah, I know you're a faithful watcher of a lot of the regular podcast editions. Did you ever think that you would be on the other side of the track being interviewed on a special Mastermind Retreat edition?
Not once. This is an incredible honor and an extreme pleasure, something I will cherish for the rest of my life.
That's incredible. And yeah, you know, this will be our interview here, so you can share with anybody, anyone you feel like, and from the community and off the community. So Deborah, you were part of this incredible retreat we had in Paradise Valley. Okay, it was early March 2023, and we rented this $10 million mansion, and we had about 25 people in there, depending on how you count them. And what'd you think of that retreat that I co-hosted with Preston Weeks?
Well, to begin with, thank you. You gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. If it were not for you, and I am so grateful and so thankful, so this is from my heart. You've done something for me that no one has ever done before. You trusted and believed in me, where I expressed my hesitations, and you just obliviated those. You welcomed me in, and it was the most incredible time I've ever had. You took a mastermind and a retreat, and you blended them seamlessly. It was a true experience that I will cherish forever.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And I got to say the same thing, because the truth is, none of this would ever happen. The Clubhouse stages, that would never happen if certain people from the beginning haven't believed in me. And you were one of them. You stood by my side from the time that I transitioned to my own houses on Clubhouse and all the way through. You were always there. And I appreciate you. And you believed in me on this project, right? There was a couple obstacles. As you said, I helped you overcome them, but only because I believed in you the same way you believed in me, and I wanted to see you there. So thank you so much. By the way, while I have you here, what's your thoughts of, if you just want to throw a few extra lines in on Clubhouse, the stages we've been running? You're one of the true eyewitnesses to a lot of the things that have happened on Clubhouse, the big stages, Les Brown, et cetera. What's your thoughts on that?
These are opportunities that people they have no idea what is being gifted to them right then and right there. Where else do you get to sit with the Bernie Siegels, to the Les Browns, to Jay Abraham, to all of the Hall of Fame speakers, Sharon Lecter, her husband, everyone that you bring into our world is such a gift. And to be able to sit there and listen and take notes and to just draw from their wisdom and their insights on a Clubhouse stage. There is nothing better other than sitting with them in person at a mastermind that you brought to life. You and Preston brought this to life. And it's because of those stages that you built. In my opinion, Dr. Finance, you built those to a level and a standard that I can't see anyone else reaching. You have the highest regard, and you deserve every accolade because of what you've done. You run it with integrity and such professionalism that it's not a wild runoff space. It is a true learning space. I, for one, and hopefully on the behalf of everyone else, thank you for doing that for us.
Wow, Deborah, I asked for a little and you gave me it all. I appreciate you so much. Deborah, let's step back for a second and let everybody know a little about yourself, maybe 30 seconds if you want to just tell us a little about yourself as well.
Well, thank you. Sure. I am the most down-to-earth person that there is. I start from the ground and I stay on the ground. Right now, I've actually, I'm coming into a financial investment where we invest in properties and on the waterfront. So I'm really loving your rooms and your spaces, and I'm learning how to make this business work. So that's what I'll be jumping into next.
Well, that's perfect time, and I actually got some big real estate hitters coming in very soon. I mean, like super big. So I'll let you know the names soon, offline, but that's going to be incredible. We're going to build some incredible real estate rooms in regards to that. So,
Yay.
all right. And also, two more quick questions. I promised a very quick interview. Favorite moments at the retreat? Feel free to anything that really stood out. I mean, you got to meet Mark Victor Hansen, Sharon Lecter, two of the biggest names in nonfiction authors of all time. But other than that, and if you want to talk about that, anything else that really stood out? Maybe we had a 20-minute breakout where everyone got to speak for 20 minutes. How did that feel? Anything that really stood out? Floor is yours.
That 20-minute breakout where we did speak was so much of a game changer for me. And that's not just a phrase I'm throwing out there. It's because when I spoke, I was heard. And the ideas, the shared wisdom, the suggestions of everyone there, including the man that was to my right, which was you, thank you, gave me ideas.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, who is that?
Gave me ideas of where to go, things that I had never even thought of. And I don't think I ever would have. So I have a place to go where I have a new tomorrow. So my biggest moment was that the fact that everybody listened and everybody heard and everybody shared their own expertise freely, just to give and to share and to really empower a community growth. It was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that. Beautiful, beautiful. And of course, the retreat itself, the environment was special, right? Like, you want to talk about the environment, the house, that there was like all kinds of stuff to do, and
The entire grounds were mesmerizing. The beauty that
did it
spoke.
inspire you though? Like, did the environment inspire? Because that's what I was going for.
Yeah, oh, the environment. I mean, it inspired me to do things that I've never would have been able to do, just to breathe in the nature, to see the beauty of what is there. And cactuses are real.
Yeah.
They have names. Yes, the whole thing just encompassed every single person there and brought out the best in each and every one of us, to bring out the best in everyone else. And that's what that inspiration was. Brought it out of me to bring it out of the next person. And the grounds, that entire property, I didn't even see a third of it. And I walked more during that retreat, that mastermind, that I have in months. And I didn't get to see it all. It was incredible.
Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Deborah, last question. Would you attend another one of our retreats if we decide to hold them?
Yes. I'm
Should we
sorry
do
to
it?
interrupt you, but yes, you don't even have to finish that question. No matter what obstacle or anything that comes in my way, I will leap and bound over it to be there, because this is where we grow, and this is what we do for one another. So yes, 100%, no hesitation.
Should we continue besides the second one? Should we continue down this path? We're looking to do maybe 3 or 4 a year, different locations, everyone inspiring in its own way. Different people will be there, like thought leaders. Maybe, for example, maybe Utah, maybe we'll get Stephen Covey or Dan Clark. Maybe we'll have one in Florida, invite Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. Who knows, right? Like, anything is, I want to do different locations, different environments, different people, to have a completely unique, different inspirational environment every time. Would you think that would work 3, 4 times a year minimum?
I think that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And yes, it will work 100% because of the uniqueness that you just described.
Would you go to all of them?
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. All right, Deborah, any last minute thoughts, comments, suggestions? The floor is yours.
I just want to thank you again. Without you, your encouragement and your belief and trust, this path that I am on, that I'm now enjoying life, and I have a rejuvenated respect for, is because you gave me the opportunity and the belief. I just want to thank you again and thank everyone that was there. Beautiful souls that aligned. There's nothing better to experience. And this was an experience. So thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate you. And I just want to conclude and say thank you, Deborah, again, for all that you do. Honored to have you here. Looking forward to doing a lot of more amazing stuff with you. And yeah, absolutely. This gives me more fuel to make sure that I keep delivering future events of all sorts, virtual and physical, because you know what? It all started with the Clubhouse. It started with the virtual, right? So that means just from you alone, you only need one person to prove it. If that has helped change your life, then that means that it's helped change other people's lives. And I know so many people went through that stage. So that's proof right there. We got to keep going. We got to keep helping people. And now we're going to take it to the physical event, because physical retreats put people together in a way that, would you agree that the virtual will never be able to incorporate? You couldn't incorporate all your senses in a physical environment in a virtual stage. So it makes it more impactful, right? Faster.
Incredibly impactful. And to be able to be in the presence of Sharon Lecter, to sit across from her and have a conversation, to meet and greet Mark Victor and Crystal at the door of that beautiful, beautiful mansion. Yes. I mean, literally open the door for them and greet them and walk them in. The in-person, nothing compares to that. Absolutely nothing.
Thank you, Deborah. Folks, Dr. Anthony Criniti IV, here also known as Dr. Finance. You've been watching the Dr. Finance Live podcast. This is a special Mastermind Retreat edition where we're interviewing attendees of this last retreat, March 2023 in Paradise Valley, Arizona. I hope you'll stay tuned for our future events. We plan on having our next event possibly at the end of July, early August, Park City, Utah, one of the biggest cities in Utah. Stay tuned. It might change, but it might be there. So if you're interested, go to my website, go to Mastermind Retreat under programs, drfinance.info, and we will continue to update you with that, hopefully the next 2-3 weeks. If you're interested in learning about finance at the cheapest end, you could start with my books. There are a lot of knowledge, so you have to work a little bit for that. So that's The Necessity of Finance. I wrote that for my finance students about 10 years ago. And then my second book, The Most Important Lessons in Economics and Finance, I hand delivered that to every one of the attendees at the retreat. And then my last book, The Survival of the Richest, 500+ page book, which really elevated all the conclusions of my work to one lump sum. So if you want to check that out, thank you so much, folks. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we will see you on the next episode. Again, if you want to be part of this retreat, for the next retreat, just go check my website out and stay tuned. Thank you, folks.